starts brewing. Angathi kuthi mhlamba wathi ngoba nje ubusy uyajinata.
How about wehlisa umoya? Ngikutshelile ngathi I am handling it.
Yewaduka. Usiphendula i-messages zami, uphendula i-phone calls zami. Wenza nto?
Ukhuluma angeke uze kusishintshe isimo sakho somshado. Angeke uze kushintshe futhi ukuthi mina ngibangisana nomunye umfazi indoda.
Baba.
What's up?
Okay ma.
Mago kana taba le rena. Iseng wena, iseng rati, and ebile le bala kana. Wangwa.
Crash rati. Bar ma pizza Aisha rati kwa crash.
Awu man. Musa utsitsora gore ntabe serious.
Ke bona phone kwa maplomo wala go se ikete gago.
Ke phone ma pizza.
Phone ma pizza nya ga gana.
You always take over the digit. We jam what time some can go di ja ke. Yeah. So
Ke go pela go lana le ma pizza.
go budi je mona phone ra a o ka mo.
Ke a tsebe fela go bolela nnete ke maswabi. I was just not convinced. So ke be ke nagana gore maybe o khutile ka.
O gona go bolela maka why o sentse ke mo kutse ka.
No, I ke re ke tsoga today ma pizza wa se gona. Kwa gae. And le gona ba ya la so bui so ke thoma tshwenya.
Thabo. Ma pele. O betile mapitso wena.
No,
Okay, le lwele.
wa garalo. Okay, ke tla fonela bo papa maybe ba buile ga mashashane.
Do what you have to do.
Okay.
Wow. Fika. Yeah. Skeem. Skeem Saam. Skeem Saam.
Batho go bolela nnete se se tshwanele mapitse gore no nyamalana tlogele bana ba gage just like that.
Yeah, se sengwe le se sengwe gore nga gone o katoga Thibose. Kudu ka morago gore nga mo feta ena.
Thibose le ena bona a ke dumelane se mapitse a se dirileng but le gore Thibose a mo fetaelo
Baby, Mapitse ke mosadi wa lapa o nyetswe. A tshwanela go tlhothela ntse a tsamaya ntse a no tsamaya gwerana le bashimane nne. Kudu ka morago se se diragetseng magareng ga gage le DJ Thomas.
na ke bone bothata ka segotse sa bona and re se ka lebala fences game so bothata bo kae.
Ya mara le go le jwalo.
Beba Thibose wrong a se sonne kgetela ba pitse dichomi. And Nana, my love, I hope you're not going to try that with me one day. I will not kgetelo re se ka ba chomilo.
Mara wa ntse ba nanga se stire seo. Bebe nna ke no ba ke sa rate ntho Mapitse a dirile. Gore nna tlogele mogwera ka le stranded. Ha ntse nna ke busy mo ke swantse ke attended meeting ke noshi. No man.
Na just hope for mo long gona. Alright man.
Ai Mapitse o sharp. Ene wena malava ke nya go re tlo tshwenyega ka ene. Gape nna ga ke nya go re wena o tlo ba le pelego ya ka pela ka lebaka la gore mo tshwenyile ka Mapitse le go tlaelanyana wa.
Meya.
So go na le so skude.
Warano batho ba bile a nna ke tshepo gore motho o latlhile. Maybe ba balwa.
Ya ke se ke nagana jalo le nna ka bona re e be ke bolela ena mo ke moshedi putšo bo kwa ra a lokologa ga botse man.
Batla ka iputsisa gore na bothata ka ba le eng this time. Ka gore the last time ke bolela le ena o mputse gore tsotlhe di lokile.
A re tshepe jalo because Mapitse ka tlo re sesha ka batho gone jalo a moshimane wa ka se mo tshwarele ke a botsa not this time.
Ke tshepe Mapitse a ka ba setlaela ka mokgwa. But what do I can know sometimes I can ba le gore o somewhere gore a fodishe monagano ka gore wa tse gore bana ba ba bjang.
Yeah. A re tshepe jalo o tla mpotsa ka.
And then? Bothata?
What if Thibo se o dirile se se mmapitse something mara?
Ko botse re tlo thiltse taba tsa batho ba holo man. Ngo tswele pele o fetse go tlhatswa dibjana tšeo man. A ke tlo korola wena.
Ngifuna abantwana bami bakhule benizonda enonyanya ezibuza kutheni utata engasikhathalelanga, kutheni utata engasilwelanga, kutheni utata engasikokosanga. Kon ndiyazi mna nantlungu yakhula ngamazwi utata wam zonda, khumbula ngonyanya namkhangela utata wam phantsi ubomi bam bonke, ndamkhangela kakhulu selipolisa, ndamkhangela ndathi namncama utata.
Ngiyazi ukuthi ziningi izinto esezenzekile empilweni yakho ezibuhlungu, and most of them uzblame wena, and you spend so much time trying to understand ukuthi why zenzeke kuwena. Lokho kukuvimbile ekutheni uyiphile impilo yakho, enjoy. I feel like you're stuck in limbo. And now, I'm also stuck in limbo with you.
Kodwa ndi-stuck njalo. Stuck. Ndikuthanda. Khwezikazi Gaselo. Ndikuthanda into engenokuphikiswa.
It's midnight and she's still not back. Eh?
What if vele ba ga woman na go buletse maka? I mean, think about it, man. Why weren't they worried gore re really phone mapitse go maplomo? Le gore ko le aga isa le gona mo garageng.
Nnete ke gore ka se ka botsa Alfred ka taba ya phone. Yeah, ke be ke sanya ke gore a tshwenyege.
Okay. I don't think that's a good idea, man. Anyway, what? Let's drive around the somewhere.
CCTV. Yeah. Come on. Okay. It's gone. Yo.
Ke nagana gore ke nako ya gore re mo report as a missing person.
It seems
Hey, argue. Let's go. Let's take him up. How shall we breathe in? Yeah. Maputla. Yeah, ga se nako ya maleba ka. Yeah, fela mosadi wa ka o timetše and ke gale ke queuile ka mo charge officer a gona motho a re thuša.
Maputla. Jwale ka go bona re busy felo fa. Mara boela gana kwa charge office o ba botse gore o timeletse ke motho. Ba tla o thuša. Ai Maputla ai.
Sir, here's the report on the IP case that you requested. I also put down some suggestions on how to best approach it if we are to file a motion.
Excellent. This is a complex case, but I knew if anyone is going to figure it out.
Thank you.
So, what do you know about this online issues with Crazy Beauty?
Well, I only know as much as I've seen on social media. Some people are calling her products fake, and others are even saying maybe she rebranded it from cheaper ones, and others are even defending the brand.
Well, do you think it's fake?
I think Willie really prides herself on her work as a chemist, and she's worked really hard to formulate all those products alongside Crazy.
So the allegations are baseless?
I think someone is out to get them.
Yeah. I had a phone call from Kwezi asking for help. I said no, she's not a client anymore.
But Bully still is, right?
Well, she was not the one that asked for help.
Clients don't actually know the help that they really need. Do those wise words ring a bell? You know, Mr.
Yeah.
I managed to report her.
Okay.
But I want to lay about 5 other missing persons. So I can never prioritize that case.
Mina nobuli have gone through the press release when an team ni release.
Yeah, and we've also considered ukuthi masenze interviews. Khona into kodwa khange sithethe ngayo guys. Lento yama keyboard warriors. I mean, we can't just let them get away with such unfounded claims.
Ngivumelana nawe.
Yeah, so bendicinga ukuba sithethe ne-GF and Associates, even if it means kufuneka nisebenze no-pretty andimthandi laa ntombazana.
Bese ngikhulumile noKobus. He doesn't seem to be interested.
Okay, before sicethe ngama-legal discussions ngicela sibuyele ku-PR. I-PR team yende njani? Radio interviews, television, podcasts.
I'm a bit hesitant ngaloo nto leyo mna. I mean, I've got big clients that I'm responsible for, so into edibene nje ne-TV drama.
Yeah, nami ngizocela ukuthi ningangibali. I have ama-distribution contracts kumele ngiwa-consideration, so I can't.
All right.
Also, it's Kobus. I wonder ukuthi ufuna ukuthini.
Utsho njani uba useze ngoku? Luzuko. Isisigqibo sikabani kokuba ungezi ngeziholiday. Bengiba. Fine. Lungile. No, it's fine, boy John. Uba utshintshe iminds. Ngixelele ba. Phone nanini na. Yazibanda thanda. Okay, lungile. Bye-bye.
Oh, ngiyakuthanda. Luzuko, right? Indodana yakho yokuqala noma ngoba phela ngathi baningi.
John, usixhoma ba. And indoda enjani kakade bunyonyo umamelane nee-phone calls enye indoda? Into nawe?
Tata kaLuzuko. Funny how I know you for so long, yet know so little about you or your family. All you've ever said was the near family in the Eastern Cape. What kind of a man refers to his kids as just family?
Hey. The term was trauma. What I am there? Can you change it?
Hey, ayekela ukulasha nami. Ngicela ubona imali. Uzongijoyina lapha.
On a rate. Can't wait to rate to the Yeah, and those bloody drug dealers e re ba tsene ba sa nagana man tseba nna sa go nthabisha felofa ko gore tlhomotse teflop mmotla wa diokobatši paps bona ga tshetse brakane nka iponna ke diver inside a warm bath ke hlape praka ke be sharp nna ke nyako paramaisa le ka kwa interrogation room ka dipotsišo o ka sebe tsheola gore ba amana le ghost over ba come
Captain.
Yeah.
Can you send me some person?
Okay, thank you. Tsheola bona le ka re ka sa gae why motho wa go timelele mang mapitsi mapo o timetse ka nnete mona wa khotse phone ya ka maplomong ene kole ya gagwe sa pakileng ka garage bjalo nagana gore ba mapotathile re tseola mara bona mela to miso suspect ya mathomo to ba maja so you don't tell Maputla I can want to something.
For 3 centuries, European maps labeled a vast Grand Tartary from the Caspian to the Pacific, Siberia to Central Asia. French, Dutch, German, different hands, same dominion, often split into independent Chinese and Russian Tartary. Not a doodle, not a footnote. A region as record. Then in the 19th century, the label vanished. Atlases dropped it. Textbooks went quiet. If it was only a vague tag for nomads, why erase it so completely? If it meant nothing, why the sudden silence? As the name faded, another spectacle rose. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, immense buildings appeared with startling speed. Palaces, stations, exhibition halls, stone-heavy city centers crowned with domes and colonnades. The timelines strained belief. San Francisco burned in 1906. Within years, grand structures and polished facades stood where rubble lay. Materials, craftsmen, logistics, what should have taken decades took a handful of years. Chicago, 1893. The World's Columbian Exposition unfurled a white city over 600 acres, more than 200 buildings in tight symmetry, capped by what was called the largest structure on Earth. Built, the record says, in 2 years. Officially, temporary staff and plaster dressed up like stone. Yet photographs show crisp proportions and durable detailing. And almost as quickly as they rose, the buildings were razed. They were never meant to last. The cost, the spectacle, the demolition, common sense balks. Tartaria theorists drew a line. The fairs didn't conjure wonders, they refurbished them. The grandeur on display, they say, was the residue of an older, advanced civilization whose architecture persisted across continents. Demolition wasn't waste. It was cleansing, evidence removed in public. The language of form seemed to repeat like a signature. Classical columns, ornate domes, exacting stonework. Chicago, San Francisco, St. Petersburg, different nations, same cadence. Not convergence, they say, inheritance. Then the claim goes deeper. The empire didn't vanish, it was buried. In older districts, windows sit at ankle height. Grand doorways open into basements. Entire first floors lie below the street, like sleeping giants under pavement. The Great Mud Flood. They call it a 19th century disaster that swept cities worldwide, swallowing levels and leaving upper stories to become ground floors. They point to Seattle's underground streets, to brickwork unearthed during New York's subway digs, to buried facades exposed in San Francisco's rebuild. Not inches added over time, they argue, entire floors lost across cities, in the very window when Grand Tartary slipped off maps. Coincidence or pattern? Mainstream historians counter, cities rise, streets are raised for drainage, layers accrete, entrances move up, ground floors become basements, ordinary urban growth. The lens shifts to geometry etched on the land, star forts, bastioned walls in crisp angled arrays across Europe, the Americas, and Asia. Officially, military designs against cannon fire. Theorists, tuned proportions and alignments for resonance, not defense. Structures that focus energy. Inside cathedrals and state halls, whispers carry, hymns soar, words leap to balconies. Not incidental acoustics, they argue, but resonance chambers engineered to amplify specific frequencies. Experiments show sound can move and alter small objects. If a civilization mastered this, perhaps stone was set by sound, spaces powered without coal, energy transmitted without wires. That could explain speed, precision, consistency, and a name erased. Then, a human twist, scale, doorways 12 to 20 feet high, deep treads, triple-height ceilings, some period furniture outsized for modern bodies. Conclusion, the builders were larger, giants. Old newspapers reported skeletons 7, 8, 9 feet tall. The Smithsonian appears in some accounts as recipient, none on display. To believers, not an oversight, a removal. Historians call it misreporting and myth. Yet legends of giants, titans, Nephilim, Norse warriors, indigenous American stories persist. Echo or memory? As the 19th closed and the 20th opened, calamity piled up. The Great Chicago Fire, the 1906 San Francisco quake, World War, pandemic, another war. Mainstream history, seismic events that shaped modernity. Tartaria theory, a coordinated purge, fire, quake, and conflict targeting monuments and memory. In Chicago, they note, the most ornate buildings burned while plainer ones often stood. Selection, not accident? Another silence. Late 19th century city photographs with empty streets and vacant squares. Conventional answer, long exposures erase movement. Populations were smaller. Theorists, the emptiness is too complete, the set too perfect. At the center, one question. What happened to Grand Tartary? If it was a label, why did it die overnight? If it was a civilization, where are the archives, the letters, the ledgers? The theory calls it a great reset. An edit of the past. Artifacts removed. Curricula rewritten. Inherited architecture demolished. Maps redrawn. One story insists on ordinary growth and ruin. The other on buried inheritance and a deliberate veil. Between them, lies the enigma. Maps that named a realm for centuries, then stopped. Buildings that rose with uncanny speed. Basements that look like first floors. Star forts tracing perfect geometry. Acoustics that feel engineered. Legends that won't die. Fires and quakes that erase what words cannot. In the end, the record of those maps and the silence that followed won't quite let go. Grand Tartary may be a label, a legend, or a lost reality. Its disappearance remains a provocative vanishing act, and somewhere